The Teen Masters High School Bowling Championships is being brought to you by Ebonite. Bowl to win. Bowling.com, where you'll love our huge selection and low prices. And by the National Bowling Stadium, host of the 2010 Teen Masters World Championships. 2 frames to go, the women's semifinal matchup. Danielle McEwan leads by 1 pin. Catherine Rawsthorne now up for her first ball in the 9th frame.
Foundation frame, very important to put some pressure back on Danielle.
Oh, and Chris, she leaves the 7-10 split. Not a good time for that.
Tale of two cities here. You see Danielle crossover for the Brooklyn strike. Catherine throws a very good shot, but the 5-pin goes in front of the 7. She leaves the pocket 7-10 at the worst possible time. Without some very big help here, she's going to have an open frame.
And she does have an open frame, and that's just bad timing here in the 9th frame. Well, if you want to be part of the 2010 Teen Masters held at the National Bowling Stadium in Reno, log on to teenmastersbowling.com. Now in the 9th frame for Danielle McEwan, heading in with the lead.
Important shot to take advantage, and that's exactly what she does. She took advantage of the opportunity. It's what great players do. They're like sharks. They smell the blood in the water and throw the big shot to take a lead and really put a stranglehold on this match.
Well, Danielle comes into this particular semifinal with confidence in the round of 16 and in the round of 8. Both of those were best of 5. She won both matches by a 3-2 margin.
Up by 24 here. Catherine has to throw a double to put any pressure on Danielle at all.
There's the first. Starts with a strike and needs another. As you say, Chris, to keep the pressure on.
The difference between this, watch the 5-pin. As it slides over last frame, it went in front of the 7. She leaves the pocket 7-10. This time it slices it out. There's a little bit of hope left. Strikes out, she shoots 190. Danielle is on a 2-0 pace. A double here would force Danielle to mark in the 10th frame.
She leaves the 4-7. Just not going to be enough.
And Catherine just wasn't able to get very comfortable. You could see right off her hand, she knew it was inside a target. Up the 12th board, she's looking around the 10th board. Leaves the 4-7, which is nice that she left a spare she could make, but in this case, strikes were going to be her only help.
So she'll close out the match with a score of 180 as we take another look at that spare. Danielle now up in the 10th frame. And in the middle, she leaves the 5-9.
Well, since she's from New York, this might be a jersey. I'm not sure, but yeah, well inside a target here. Again, off her hand, you could tell she knew it was not her best effort. Fortunate just to leave the 5-9. She'd like to pick this up and throw another good shot here and put a picture in her mind, too, going into the final, that she's lined up and increase her confidence.
So she'll convert the 5-9, have one more left to finish out the match. And Chris, you like to finish on a high note.
Absolutely. She's going to have to sit and watch another semifinal match before the final. Always best for that last shot to be a really good one and keep that thought and that feel and carry that on into the final.
She'll face the winner of the second semifinal, and that'll be either Michelle Secours or Allie Ijams. So Danielle McEwan finishes with a strike, and the final score of this semifinal matchup, Danielle McEwan 202, Catherine Rawsthorne 180. Danielle McEwan on her way to the final. She heads over to her mom, and her mom gives her a nice winning hug and sends her on her way.
Perfect example of what we've seen all week on the short pattern from Danielle. Perfect balance and a perfect strike.
Danielle, 5 strikes in the match, and in 7, 8, and 9 you strike. You got to feel good about your play today.
Yes, very good. It's just very hard with between the one lane and adjusting to being in the mall conditions, not having the score, and having rough time with the approaches. I'm pretty happy with that.
You seemed to calm down as the match went on. Obviously, you had your strikes later in 7, 8, and 9. Early on, you were still finding your way?
Early on, I was just trying to figure out the approaches and find my line and just loosen up and get comfortable with the lanes. And it's very hard bowling in these conditions. I'm used to bowling alley, not a mall.
You seem to stay with it. What do you think was the turning point for you? The fact that you stayed mentally tough and continued to try to figure the lane and the speed of the ball?
Yeah, definitely, especially after I got that second strike. That was Jersey. That was just like a gift to pump me up a little more, and I just took it from there and ran with it.
All right, Danielle, you're on your way to the finals of the Teen Masters. Congratulations. The Teen Masters Shot of the Match being brought to you by Dexter, and our Shot of the Match by Danielle McEwan.
In the 9th frame, she throws this perfect shot for a 3-bagger to go up by 24 pins, which cements her victory and her path to the final.
That was our Teen Masters Dexter Shot of the Match. So congratulations once again to Danielle McEwan. She's on her way to the championship match of the Teen Masters here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Join us again next week for the men's second semifinal matchup featuring Kyle King and Brandon Fitek. For all of us here in Las Vegas, we'd like to thank you for watching. For my broadcast partner, Chris Barnes, I'm Kevin Cusick. We'll see you next week.